Uh-oh, it's gonna be bright. Close your eyes. It's a stinky, bright mirror world. That's better. I hear a baby crying. Oh. Each of us childlike may bless a little princess. Alright, but those fairy godmothers sucked butt. They were horrendous at raising a child. Maleficent would have done it better. Maybe. I shall too bestow a blessing on your child. Listen well. All of you, the princess shall indeed grow in grace and beauty, beloved by all who know her. But before the sun sets on her 16th birthday... Okay, 16th birthday was kind of wild, Maleficent. Like, couldn't you wait until she was an actual adult? Well, then again, I think 16 or 15 was considered adulthood in some places. During the older days. Even though brains aren't actually fully developed until 25. You know what? Why couldn't it have been the 25th birthday? What if Aurora didn't like her parents? What if she said they're not crap? Right? She grew up and she says, wow, you guys suck. Maleficent was right. Boo you. They just left one person out? No. See, that was such a snub. It really was. I'm getting sick of the villain is in the actual right story. Just let them be moral pieces of crap. Yeah. That's true, too. Some villains are good villains and they have no redemption arc. You know, that's perfectly fine. Everybody wants to do stuff for the betterment of themselves, usually. And, you know, that's understandable. It's like, you're in my way. Gotta go. But I was just negotiating. I think the 25th birthday would have been a lot more reasonable. I don't know. Let's done with my pencil rebel cosplay. Hey, let's go, Leanie. I hope it's going well. Let Maleficent be a bad guy because she kills it as one. Look, she is the mistress of evil for a reason. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, I would love to have seen some actual, like, further backstory about why they snubbed her at the birthday or the coronation of their baby, at the very least. It could have been, like, the last straw. Maybe they kept disrespecting her, and they're like, well, now you're not invited to this birthday party. And she's just like, that's it. Your child, 16th, remember it. What? But my baby's innocent. No, your baby's stanky. Right? Like, maybe it was just the last straw. She just had it. And she's like, you know what? All of you cursed. Hi, Cream. Twice in a row? Are we losing our minds? What's up? Oh, please tell me. MC is finally figuring it out. Like, all these dreams are connected. All these dreams are connected. Are we putting the things together? Are the equations making sense? Are we there? Got to do your homework and now you gotta copy Ace's or someone else's, right? Well, give me in on that. Grim, did you not do your homework? Oh, we are panicking! Yo! Is the math finally mathing? Oh, I am so happy. You know, it took a while. It did take us a considerable amount of time. Okay, but we are there. Hey, Eri, don't ditch me. Why are you gawking at the Great Seven statue? Cause, it's making sense now, Grim. We know. Oh, baby, we know.
茨の魔女ってやつの石像に何かあんのか？
Something up with this thorn fairy lady?
この石像に彫られてる文字、トレインの小テストの範囲とかだったっけ？
Wait, was the inscription on the statue gonna be one of Train's quizzes? No, Grim, look, it's making sense. Let one of the use be a person off killer, I beg. I think they do need a variety. That'd be cool.
何々？
魔の山に君臨する茨の魔女。雷雲や茨を操り、何者にも覆せない魔力を持つ。
Hi! The Thorn Fairy who ruled over a dark mountain, controller of thunderclouds and briars. She possessed insurmountable magical might.
多くの配下を従えながらもここを
We're
愛した
cooked.
高尚な魔女。
A noble fairy who employed many servants, yet still retained a proud independence. I know it's so weird that we're here, but I should catch up. Like in Getchum, we're heading to Nightcry soon. Like it's crazy. And we're at book 7 already. I don't know, Dumpster Bunny. It's getting weird in here. Indignant shouting. Are we just gonna randomly start screaming? We're like, ah! I understand everything now. Ah! I know who's next. Help! Is that what we're gonna do? Or is Sebek missing Mr. Malleus? Wakasama? Is Wakasama missing?
魔の山に君臨する茨の魔女。雷雲や茨を操り、多くの配下を従えながらもここを愛した高尚な魔女。と、ほっと。
Hi guys! At least they all
そし
came
て我が
together.
ディア
Phew.
ソムニアは彼女の高尚な精神に基づいた量だ。
So says the inscription. Our dorm, Diasomnia, is built upon the ideals of her noble spirit. But also, the Malleus fatigue is hitting me. Well, it was his time to shine. For a long while. Thanks for the rundown, Horton. Here's the who. Sunataro? Yeah, I know. Isn't it cute?
若様に何という口の聞き方を
But he likes it, Senpai. He wants to be included. See, I wasn't too far off. It was Sebek indignant shouting. I just didn't know what it was gonna be about. How dare you address my liege?
こちらにおわすお方は茨の谷の次期当主である高尚たるディアソムニアの領長。
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Is the heir apparent of Briar Valley?
Toy!
Are you a toy? Are you? Okay. Where are we sitting, Dumpster Bunny? Here you are. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Here? I'll sit you there for now. The house warden of the revered Diasomnia dormitory. Silver's already done. Oh, I love the soundbite. You're welcome. I had to go record that. All the other sound bites that had that already were like too extended.
そして気高き夜の眷属の長となるお方マレウス・ドラコニア様であるぞ
Yes! Sunataro. I said what I said and I meant what I said.
無礼を付して詫びよ人間
No. Bow down and apologize for your transgression. Only if it bothers Malleus.
あ、こいつ文化祭の時にコロシアムにいた声がうるせえやつだ。
I remember this dude. He's that loudmouth who was at the Colosseum during the culture fair. Well, at least he makes a good, a memorable impression. You're in the equestrian club, right?
若様の忠実なる進化、セベクジグボルトだ。
Pull your retainer to my leash. Good job, Seppi. Who's a good Seppi?
ええ、そんなことよりまずは若様に無礼を浴びろ。
I demand your apology this instant? Alright, you might demand it. But did Tsunataro?
いいセベク。
See?
その人の子に角太郎というあだ名を許したのは僕だ。
It's fine, Sebek. I am the one who permitted this child of man to call me by the nickname. He shooketh. He shooketh. All the...
なんと、そうでしたか。
Oh, I see.
さすがは若様。お心が海よりも広くていらっしゃいます。
Of course you did, my liege. Your heart is broader than the seas.
セベク、まずは先走って一方的に怒鳴ったことを謝罪するべきじゃないのか。
I think you're the one who needs to apologize after that unnecessary tirade. You know, I admire people with their passions. Okay, they have his own, it's fine.
マレウス様のご友人に突然無礼を働いたのはお前の方だぞ。
After all, you were just rude to Malleus's friend.
ぼーっと突っ立っているだけの貴様に言われたくはないぞ。知れば。
He's like, I don't need a lecture from someone who is just standing there, staring blankly. I mean, he's got a point sometimes. We have one who's very aggressive and forthright with their opinions, and then we have the one who will probably silently stare at you and judge you silently, right? I do be doing. I just want this to end of this IRL and be on with my day. What? What happened, Devil?
なんだこいつら。この前よりもずっとうるせえんだぞ。
What's up with these guys? They're even more annoying than last time we saw them.
人の子よ。茨の魔女の伝説に興味があるのか。
Well, mildly, but not enough for the reasoning that you think it is. Hey, Malleus, nice horns! By the way, are you feeling a little, topsy-turvy? You know, are you good? Any existential crises currently?
僕が知っていることであれば教えてやろう。
I would be glad to answer any questions you have to the best of my ability. Did people exclude her from things a lot?
仲間外れ。
Oh. If you full on scream at me and berate me, oh well, yeah. See, not like that. That's just aggressive, not just confrontational. That is, oh, what's the word? Aggressive is one. I would have to think on it. Many big words for Eerie.
貴様、誉れ高きグレート
Speaking
セ
of
ブン
big
に
word.
何ということを。
The temerity? How could you even suggest that about one of the honorable Great Seven? I do have another question. What the heck do they teach in Royal Sword Academy then? We know a lot of the tales of the Great Seven here in Night Raven College are consistently non-consistent, even across the different countries or territories here. So, can we visit the Royal Sword Academy real quick? I know you guys don't want to do that, but I kind of want to understand. If they have statues of their Great Seven that completely contradict every single one. Like maybe they have Simba, maybe they have Ariel, right? What if it's Alice? I don't know. Aurora, maybe? Or Philip?
茨の魔女は何者にも負けない魔力と 高尚な精神を持っていた。
The Thorn Fairy's power is greater than anyone's, and she possessed the noblest of spirits.
尊敬されこそすれ、のけ者にされるはずがない。
She commanded them utmost respect. The very idea of people excluding her is ridiculous. Yeah, but some people are not for everyone, and everyone is not for some people. You know, Sebek, it happens. Hello, Wolfen! I hope your matches are going well. Imagine if RSA and its cast as the main story content. You know what, Dumpster Money? That's actually a potentiality, yes? Right? Because we haven't gone there yet. And I think it does actually have significance for the
そ
storyline.
れはどうだろう
I'm not so certain about that. Ooh.
な。彼女があまりにも優れた人物だからこそ、恐れられ、遠ざけられることもあっただろう。
I imagine people feared her and kept her at arm's length specifically because of how exceptional she was. That's fair. Yeah, because if I met Maleficent, I think I would be decently intimidated too.
尊敬は畏敬になり、やがて畏怖となる。世の常だ。
Dumpster Bunny? Tomorrow is March the 1st! Oh, I have so many things to do in March.
そのような理由で茨の魔女を恐れる愚か者など、道端の小石も同然です。
Sebek! Anyone foolish enough to fear the Thorn Fairy for such a trivial reason might as well be dirt. Chat! Chat, would you still like me if I was dirt? What if I was dirt, not a worm? Would you still like me?
気に留める価値もありません。
And there's nothing to be gained from worrying about a little dirt. It is if it permanently stains an outfit.
若様にくだらない質問をするな、人間。
Refrain from pestering my liege with such impertinent questions. Human? Hey, I'm a demi-human. I'm a demigod. Also demi-human, oh. Kind of mean.
こいつ、さっきからなんでこんなに偉そうなんだぞ。お前は茨の魔女じゃねえだろ。
If you were dirt, would you still be considered a person? What makes a mind? I don't know. Maybe one of my dirt particles? Maybe like a stone? A small stone that's inside the dirt? Maybe that's my little brain.
セベク、それくらいにしておく。
Oh? I was. This guy's the definition of condescending? Newsflash, bunny, you ain't the Thorn Fairy! I mean... Okay. Hello?
まずい、遅刻じゃ。
Elia? What? What's he doing? A courteous invitation. I can hear her every time she moves. Hi, Baby. Who's my little Mau Mau? She's so cute. Also, I don't know how long we're gonna stream tonight just because I'm kind of like losing my voice. Which kind of sucks, but... And I have no idea why.
まずい、遅刻じゃ。
Oh, and oh fiddlesticks. Of course he would.
リリア、どうした？そんなに慌てて。
Why are you in such a hurry?
ゆうべネトゲ友達とゲームで盛り上がりすぎてな。
I may have ever done it. Binge gaming with an online buddy of mine last night. Gloomerai really needed the buddy. Listen, they were trying to get the dungeon, right?
おかげで寝坊してしもうた。シルバー、なんで起こしてくれんかったんじゃ。
What? What? Huh? Have something to say, Dumpster Bunny? What about it? Just say it. Want to finish the sentence? Oh no. No, don't fold immediately. to cause me to oversleep. Silver, why didn't you wake me up?
俺は起こしましたよ。
Ooh, that's
3
rough.
回も。
I did 3 times. See, if someone wakes me up, it is very rare that I do not stay awake. I can't get back to sleep very easily. I'm just kind of awake now.
そもそも俺に期待しないでください。
お
寝起きには不安があるの知ってるでしょ。
Yeah, though you shouldn't expect me to manage your sleep schedule anyway. You know how much mine fluctuates? Yeah, that's fair. Why were you relying on Silver to wake you up? That's kind of... He'd end up being asleep next to him.
髪も寝癖だらけだ
He。dies?
お
Oh,
前
I
なら
guess, maybe.
身支度も移動も魔法で一瞬だろうに。
You could have simply used magic to get ready and teleport to class in an instant.
まだ
No,
寝ぼけているようだな。
he must still be waking up. I would assume it's not very smart to try to teleport when you are half awake.
そんなことよりマレウス、今日の1限目、わしら3年生は行動に集合だぞ。
The juniors are supposed to meet in the lecture hall for the first period today.
忘れてはおらんだろうな。
You did remember that, right?
あの集まりは今日だったか？
Oh, he did not. That's today. Is it me too, Malleus? It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
まったく、その若さでボケられては困るぞ。
What does that say about me? You're a bit too young to be, going senile. Ah.
3年生は本日何か特別な授業があるのですか？
Did the juniors have to attend some sort of special class today? Are they talking about like the next grade and the stuff they have to do or something?
ナイトレイブンカレッジは4年生になったら学外に研修に行くじゃろ？
You know how seniors at Night Raven College go off campus for internships?
今日はそれについてのオリエンテーションがあ
I
るんじ
see.
ゃ。
They're holding an orientation for those today.
研修が始まるのは新学期に入ってすぐ。すでに花のつぼみも膨らみ始めておる。
Internships start right at the beginning of September, and the spring flowers are already budding around us. Wow. So, I'm guessing you guys plan this out super ahead of time then.
そろそろ準備をせねばなるまい。
Actually, isn't this the perfect timing for us? Because the spring flowers are starting to come around and stuff, and it's starting to turn into spring. Then we're gonna have summer, and then it's gonna be September again.
そういえばトレイが文化祭の時そんな話してたんだぞ。
She mentioned that back during the culture affair. Yeah.
要令です。急ぎましょう。マレウス様、リリア先輩。
I don't want to have another existential crisis of time's never-ending march. There's the first bell. Malleus, Liliana, we best get moving. Yeah, so all 3 of them are juniors. So the only main cast from Dias Omnia that's a freshman is Sevik? Huh. I didn't realize that they were all in the same grade. You know, I knew Silver was a junior. So it's what? 1, 2, then 3, the 3rd years, right?
ああ、
They aren't though?
人の子よ。茨の魔女について知りたいなら、ディアソムニアを訪ねてくるといい。
Silver is a 2nd year. Oh. Huh. See, I went to a place that didn't have traditional school years, so I don't know. I don't know. So, it's freshman, sophomore, junior? Is that it? And then senior? Or is it? I don't know. What's the traditional years are we talking about here? How many years are here at Night Raven College? Come visit me in
僕がもっ
Diasomnia.
と詳しく教えてやろう。では、またな。
I'll tell you all you wish to know. Until then. Well, good
おい
luck.
人間、 マレウス様が優しくしてくださるからといって調子に乗るなよ。
You starting something? Sebek? Don't let Malleus's kindness go to your head. What about yours?
本来ならば貴様のように平々凡々な民草が軽々しく声をかけてよいお方ではないのだからな。
Remember, a rabble like you normally wouldn't associate so freely with someone of his station. Well, I'm kind of a no-nobody too, you know.
うわ、前見ろよ。マレウス・ドラコニアご一行だ。
Okay, so we got a Scaramia student, a Heartsable student, and an Ignite student here. Malleus Draconia and his entourage.
急いでるのにマジか。追い抜かしただけで呪われたりしないよな。
Dude, for real, I'm kind of in a hurry. They're not gonna curse me or something if I overtake them on the way in, right?
さすがにないだろう。でも確かにすれ違うだけで緊張するよ。
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys actually didn't like me. But, you know, I think they had a rather weak mental in my own opinion. A lot of the girls liked me. I understand what you mean, even walking by them is nerve-wracking.
ドラコニアって世界で5本の指に入る化け物クラスの魔力を持ってるんだろ。
Draconia's got monster tier magic power, right? Like he's one of the top 5 mages in the world.
なんで魔法師養成学校なんかに入学したんだか。
Why would he enroll in an arcane academy? There's things that one cannot learn without going to a school. Like how some people never seem to grow out of that phase.
もう学ぶ必要ないだろ。
So Ignite popular now, the insomnia girl leaving us in ramshackle in the dust.
さあな。あいつ、普段から何考えてるかわからなくて怖いし。
Who knows? You can never tell what he's thinking. Makes him kind of scary, actually. See, socially so, the general rabble of society, and, you know, just like the majority of people, tend to be rather influenceable, right? They're easy influenced. Many of them tend to be intimidated by others who kind of just stand out, right? In different degrees, and are not influenceable. Like who's gonna what? Stand over Malleus? You're not gonna find one.
去年ドラコニアと同じクラスだったけど、1年間ビビり倒してたもんな。
I had a class with him last year, and I was sweating bullets the whole time.
万が一にも目をつけられないように、ずっと存在感消してましたわ。
I tried to make myself as invisible as possible, just so there'd be a lower chance he'd look at me. See, I don't understand. Like me personally, I don't understand people who do that. Because more than likely, he wouldn't even pay attention to him anyway. Right? Like...
お前は決してなくても存在感すげえ薄いだろ。
I'd say you do a good job at being invisible, even when you don't try. Okay, that's kind of rude, though. I thought they were his friends. I guess they're all just yapping in the corners. Oh! Internship orientation. Oh! Is this a chapter where we're just a fly on the wall, but we're actually elsewhere? Understood. Oh, cater tray. Okay. Rugville, Leona. Okay, we have Mall.
3年生の皆さん集まっていますね。
I see all our juniors are
で
present.
はこ
Okay.
れより4年時に行われる学外研修のオリエンテーションを始めます。
This is for your off-campus internships you'll be doing in your senior year.
必修科目ですからね。よーく説明を聞いておいてください。
The internship program is 100% mandatory, so I suggest you pay close attention. Oh
で
man!
は手元のシラバスの1ページ目を開いてください。
No, I'd like you all to take a look at the first page of your syllabus. Look at all this.
研修は新旧とほぼ同時9月からスタート。研修期間は1シーズン約3ヶ月。
Internships begin in September, around the same time classes start. Yeah, okay. Each stint is 3 months or 1 quarter. Oh, that's actually not too bad. 3 months for an internship is kind of short, even.
1年間で最大3つの研修先を選ぶことができます。
That's actually kind of cool. You choose up to 3 internships over the course of the year. Yeah, so if you intern over one and you're like, it's not really for me, I'm gonna go try out this one. You can go to that one next instead. That's kind of cool.
一つの研修先で3シーズンをディープに過ごしてもよし。
Perfectly valid to devote all 3 quarters to a single in-depth internship.
1シーズンずつ別の研修先へ赴き、さまざまな体験をするのも良いでしょう。
Oops. As is choosing a different internship each quarter to gain a wider breadth of experience.
研修先は我が校と提携している企業や研究施設、財団法人などですが、
Internships are at businesses, research institutes, and foundations that cooperate with our school. Can I get into Sticks? Can I go there? Please! All the workers there seemed awesome. Like, all the researchers were trying their best. Man, they were kind of cool, you know? I would not mind working there.
どれでも自由に選べるわけではありません。
That's actually kind of viable for you to go work at Sticks because most of them in there don't have magic. Just saying. Not every position is up for grabs.
皆さんの選択科目、取得単位、成績などで選べる研修先は異なりますのでご注意ください。
Be aware that your options will differ based on your electives, class credits, and grades. Yeah, some things should not be given to certain people, I know.
面接の他に特別な試験を突破しなければ採用されない場合もあります。
We're your first years. We're going to Crowell's class. You're correct. You're right.
詳しいことは資料端末にある研修先リストに書いてありますので、よく読んで申し込んでくださいね。
Fixed it. I dropped something, my bad. Did I miss a line while I was trying to grab something? Full details are included in the internship list at the back of the syllabus. Make sure you read it carefully before applying. Yep, wait, no, that was the previous. In addition to interviews, some internships have special exams. There it is. We're good.
いいですか？決して遊び半分で研修先を選ばないように。
Now, let me emphasize one thing. Do not choose an internship for funsies, as you kids say. Funsies? But, for funsies. The flying wall in this chapter, like, oh.
1シーズンごとに研修先から B 判定以上をもらうこととレポートの提出が必須です。
Yeah, the fly on the wall's going, don't pick me, don't pick me, don't pick me, don't notice me, don't perceive me. Each quarter you must receive an evaluation of a B or higher at your internship and submit a report. What happens if you don't receive an evaluation of B or higher? What does that mean?
両方揃わないと単位は取得できませんよ。
You will not get credit without those 2 things. What if I absolutely suck at the internship I end up going to and they just hate me? What if they're like an ex or something, or like my mama's ex, like ex-stepdada, or the divorce, and I end up going there, and they just absolutely hate me for whatever reason, and they give me a terrible grade just because of that? What are we gonna do? You know? That's what happened to me. Oh, you become a super senior.
3シーズンのうち2シーズンの単位を取得できれば卒業試験に挑む権利が得られます。
If you receive credit for 2 of the 3 quarters, then you'll qualify to take the graduation exam. We just need 2 out of 3. Okay.
何よりも皆さんの進路を決める上で大切な一歩です。
This is a critical step in deciding your future career paths.
よーく考えて決めてくださいね。では。
I suggest you consider your options most thoroughly. Alright, that's all. Ta-ta for now. Does waking up in the morning successfully get included?
ついにこの時が来たか。
Oh, but it's It's finally that time.
これだけたくさん候補があるのに3つまでに絞らなきゃいけないなんてどう
There are
しよ
so
う
many options, and I have to narrow it down to just 3? Where do I even start? I sure do wake up! I call that an accomplishment.
申し込みは先着順じゃなく
Ooh, that lined up well.
面接や試験で決まる。人気の研修先は倍率も高くなるっていうし。
Spots aren't first come, first served either. We'll have interviews and tests, and I hear the more popular internships are super competitive. You know what's funny? Is that for some reason, one of the most popular questions for interviewers to ask the interviewee is, why do you want to work here at our company? And then there's like 4 or 5 things that they probably want to hear for whatever reason. Oh, I think your company is just so amazing. I've wanted to work here forever. You know, my parents before me also really admired your gumption and everything you all stand for. Or, oh, you know, this is one of the most moral companies I've ever seen in something. If you talk about pay, it's a taboo. You can't talk about your pay. You can't talk about wanting money to survive. Like, what do you want me to do? Say I really want to work at this fast food restaurant because it's always been my dream? Are you kidding me? Get these old people out of these interviews who just want to hear socially, standardized stuff. That doesn't mean a damn thing. Get out of here. It's time for actual, reasonable interviews, okay? It's time.
早めに候補を絞って対策を立てておかないとな。
Better narrow down our options and work out a plan for them. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
卒業後に進学希望か就職希望かでも選択肢変わるよね。
I guess part of it
Toray
depends
kun
on
te
if you
shingaku
want
kangaeteru?
to continue your education or get a job after graduation. How about you, Trey? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so they do adjust that. So there is a higher degree of knowledge here in this world, in Twisted Wonderland. There is an actual college, huh?
俺は就職の予定だよ。
Oh.
大学に行ってまで突き詰めたい学問もないしな。
Ah, I'm planning on getting a job. Not much I'd want to study at the university level.
パティシエの国家資格は取るつもりだけど、
Trey!
働きながらでも資格は取れるし。
I'll get nationally certified as a patissier, but I can earn those qualifications while working. And he already has experience with his family's shop, so.
ってことは食品系の企業とか？
So you think you'll intern at some kind of food business?
その予定だが、農業関係の研究施設も少し気になってる。
Oh no! Dumpster bunny! Reject the EAP! Reject the EPs! You don't need it. Don't turn into silver. You're fine. You're okay. Listen, I'll be the Sebek to your silver. If you start falling asleep, I'll just randomly scream. Is that fine? I think that works. I think that works. That could be a good alarm clock. I was trained in classical theater. I know how to scream. Remember that. I can be a lot louder. That's my plan, but I'm also curious about agriculture research institutes.
サイエンス部でも俺は肥料や品種改良について研究してたんだ。
I've done some research on fertilizer and selective breeding in the science club.
美味しいスイーツを作るには食材の質も大切だろ。
Dumpster bunny. What? What? I can't scream on stream. People aren't gonna like it. Dumpster bunny. No. We lost the dumpster bunny to the war, chat. The war of the Eep. Quality sweets require quality ingredients, you know.
なるほどね。
Yeah, I get it.
専門的な研究施設が特別に学生を受け入れてくれるのも
When a specialized research institute makes allowances to accept students from our school. You're making me laugh. Good. Good. Have some tee-hee-ha-has. No EP for you. You don't get to keep. Huh? Do I need to record Screech. I could do that.
ライトレイブンカレッジの卒業生が就職先で優秀な働きを見せているからだからな。
Ooh, I'm trying out this new green tea. I don't like the taste, but man, does it make my brain feel alive. Ah, that's what matters. Don't tell me what to do, or I will learn. You have the... Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness! What's that there? Is that the hammer of justice? Oh my goodness, that only goes to really powerful people that don't get told what to do. That's crazy. Is that... What was that? Dumpster Bunny gets to do whatever they want? Dumpster Bunny is free? Is that what I'm hearing? Deltarune!
これを在学中に利用しないのはもったいない気がする。
It'd be a shame to waste such a great opportunity while you have the chance. See, if I continued with my engineering degree, now that would have been cool. But you see, my mother, she got an allergy, so I didn't do that. And then I was gonna go for a nursing degree once upon a time. Yeah, that's not a vibe for me. I couldn't do it. Shout out to those of you who are nurses or continue to want to be nurses. Yeah. I couldn't even make it to the internship. The residency? No. No, no.
ああね、普段意識すること少ないけど、リストを見ると確かにうちって名門なんだなって感
For
じ。
real? I don't really think about it, but looking at this list reminds me what a big deal our school is. Yeah, because they have actually a considerable amount of options.
エンタメ、
Oh,
IT、食品、
that one,
玩
that
具
one、there.
海洋調査や遺跡発掘、マジフトのプロチームまであるもんね。
The first, the second of the first. Food stamps, meh. Toys? Not too bad. There's even oceanic surveyors, ruin excavators, and a pro spell drive team on here. Wow!
そういうケイトはどうするんだ？進学はしないよな。
Oh? What do you think you'll do after graduation? Go to the higher education route? Well, probably not that, huh?
ちょっと、その決めつけは失礼なんじゃない？
Way to assume.
ま、実際進学予定はないんですけど、俺、
You're right, though.
勉強あんま好きじゃないしね。
I'm not. I've never been big on studying.
行くとしたら、エンタメ系企業かな。雑誌とか映像作りにはちょっと興味ある。
I'm thinking maybe I'll go for an entertainment internship. I'd be kind of interested in working on magazines or films. See, that's not bad. He'd also be probably good at like website creation or hosting or social media or like PR department. He probably would be. This is stressing me out. It's not even real. I know. Sometimes I don't like to talk business. Man.
あ、テーマパーク運営企業なんてのもあるんだ。
There's also a theme park management company on here. Management? Or are you working the stalls? Like, are you the one handing out drinks? In a stall? Out in the 120-degree Fahrenheit weather? Or are you in your pretty little office at home? That's the question. What does this internship cover?
ショーやアトラクションの
Hello,
企
Yuki.
画。へえ、面白そう。
Are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. Awesome. Yeah, I have some banger green tea right now. Like the taste is kind of funky. Not like bad funky, but maybe a selective palate funky. However, as soon as I took a sip, I could taste the caffeine. Makes my little brain feel nice. Dining shows and attractions. That sounds fun.
エースのお兄さんは研修先にそっち系の企業を選んで、そのまま就職したらしいぞ。
I am unironically given caffeine if I start having migraines, by the way. Just for reference, I am actually canonically prescribed caffeine for my brain now, cheese. What do you mean you almost fall asleep? Do I need to pull you in a Discord call so I can scream loud enough for you to wake up? I've been sent after before. There was a Discord call I was in before that someone fell asleep and you could hear them snoring. They were like, snoo, snoo, you know? And they're like, Erie, it's time. I was like, okay, I am ready. Right? And then they threw us in the same voice call and I just went, you see, I won't scream for you guys because it would probably either peak my mic or everybody would go deaf. You're welcome. I heard Ace's brother took that internship and went on to work for them after graduating.
そんな風に最初にこれだってやつ選べたら最高だけどね。
Boy, I sure wish I could pick something that clicked with me like that, right, Kater? I know.
最短3ヶ月で研修先を選び直せるとはいえ、全然自分に合わなかったらきついし。
I know we could switch after 3 months, but it'd be sad times if I picked something that wasn't my jam. Yeah, don't do management for the theme park, Cater. Stay the entertainment route. Or IT, because technically you could be IT in the entertainment business. It's a good crossover, especially with sticks. Do the bunny event later, try to perform. Oh, good luck, Yuki! You got this! Okay? Get that new Floyd card, you got it. No fear, why does the doctor prescribe you a hipster's lifestyle?
合格もらうのだって厳しくなる。悪い評価が出たら将来にも響くじゃん。
It'd be hard to get credit then, too. I mean, if I get a poor evaluation, that could negatively impact my future, right? Listen, Cater, 2 out of the 3.
そうだな。それに一つ目の研修先が肌に合っていたとしても。
And even if you gel with your first
同じ場
internship.
所で3シーズン続けるか、視野を広げるために次シーズンは別の分野にチャレンジしてみるか。
Do you stick with it for another 3 months, or do you try something else to broaden your horizons? Yeah, say if you were for like 3 months under an internship and you got along pretty nicely and you get the full credit for it, you had like an A and it went well and you enjoyed it. And you go, well, I kind of want to try to like do a sidestep, let me go over here. And then you try that one for 3 months. Can you go back to the prior one you already did before? That's the question.
その選択も迷うところだよな。
Tough choice to make. Because some people are, like, I guess, professionally offended if you go, oh, well, thank you for the internship these last 3 months. We did really great. Yeah, we did, kid. I'm gonna go try this one over here. They go, oh, are you leaving us? I see. What, we're not enough for you? Right? And then the final evaluation could probably be a lot more scathing. Because as soon as your 3 months end, you probably either have to get reassigned to the same department again and have them sign off on it, or have your teacher or like somebody else sign off for you to go to the other one. Yikes. Oh yeah, this is start of book 7.
それ迷う。めちゃくちゃ迷う。
This is hard, like really
こん
hard.
な時は
There's only one thing to do at a time like this.
他のみんなの話も聞きに行っちゃおう。
See what everyone else is doing. Me too. Me too.
うちの生徒はどいつもこいつも悪が強いから参考になるかはわからないが。
People here tend to be pretty unique. I'm not sure crowdsourcing opinions would be all that useful.
せっかくの機会だし聞いてみるか。
But hey, when else would we get to do this? Let's ask around. Yeah, even if it's not your cup of tea what certain people are going for or are looking for, maybe it can jumpstart your own ideas.
まず話が聞きやすそうなのは。
Who's the most approachable? Good luck. Out of the other juniors? Good luck, buddy. Hey, actually perfect timing for that ad break. Ooh, ruin exploration. Interesting. Alright, chat, I'm gonna go on a stretchy break. Boop, ads up. Ruin exploration? So I'm going to assume someone's going for that one, right? For the internships? Who would it be?
ルーク、ビル、ちょっといいか。
Got a few.
やあバラのシュバリエ。それにムシュ間近に。
Monsieur
どうかした
Magic
かい？
Cam? Monsieur Magic Cam. To what do we owe the pleasure?
いやー、研修先選びに迷っちゃって参考に話聞かせてほしいなって。
I don't know where to begin picking out an internship. So I thought I'd see what other peeps were doing.
学園長も言ってたけど、個人のスキルによって選べる研修先は違う。
Also true, as the head mage explained, options can differ based on each student's personal skill set.
他人の話を聞いたって、優柔不断に拍車をかけるだけじゃないの？
When hearing other people's plans just make you feel more uncertain? Not really.
それはそうなんだけど、
To a
あ
certain
くまで
extent,
参考まで
sure.
にね。
You're not wrong, but this is purely for reference. Come on, lay those hot internship plans on me. Kater, that is such a weird way to say it.
ビル君はやっぱエンタメ系？それとも進学？
Oh, wow, that was a longer sentence than what it sounded like. I'm guessing you're doing something related to entertainment industryville? Or are you thinking of going for higher education?
1シーズン目は映画スタジオに申し込もうと思ってるわ。
Thinking of applying to a film studio for my first quarter.
魔法薬学の研究にも興味があるけど、
Oceanology research?
進学は今のところ考えてないから。
But I don't have any plans to continue my education at the moment. I'm also kind of curious just for like lore-wise. What other degrees would you go further for? He did mention potionology, so it seems like that's one of them. Maybe like medical stuff?
そうなのか？
Really?
ええ。ナイトレーブンカレッジに入学して3年間、仕事をセーブして学業に打ち込んできた。
That's not a bad decision sometimes. Yeah, passed up on a lot of jobs over the past 3 years and devoted myself to my studies. That's nice.
その中で自分と向き合って気づいたけど、
After some serious soul
やっぱ
searching,
り私の夢は、私の考える最高の美しさを表現することなのよね。
I've concluded that my dream is to express my own vision of the greatest form of beauty.
だから、2シーズン目以降も自分の夢に役立つ研修先を選ぶつもり。
So from second quarter onward, I'll be selecting internships that dovetail with that goal. So what does that include?
やば、かっこいい。芸能雑誌のインタビューかと思った。
Aww, you sounded like you were given an interview for an entertainment mag. The thing is, Phil is also like just fully experienced. Probably has done plenty of interviews.
夢を見据える鋭い瞳。実にボーテだロアドポーゾン。
Aw, your gaze turns so keen when you focus on your dream.
9月からは君の美を一番近くで見られないことが残念でならないよ。
That's another thing. All of these juniors, upon entering senior year, won't get to see each other that often. Wow. That's kind of crazy to think about. I shall be deeply disappointed not to be able to observe your beauty from the closest vantage point.
見られないってことは、ルークはビルとは別の分野を選ぶのか？
Does that mean you're going to choose a different field?
ウィー、私は考古学の研究施設
Ah,
を
so
考
it was
え
rock.
てい
It
るん
makes
だ。
sense.
遺跡調査に興味があってね。
Considering interning at the Archaeological Research Institute, I'm interested in exploring historic ruins. It suits him rather well.
マジ？遺跡調査って
When you talk about exploring historic
映画
ruins,
みたいに遺跡の中で大岩に追いかけられたり、奇跡の力を持つ泉を探したりする系？
Cater? What? Do you mean getting chased by a giant rolling boulder or searching for a spring with miraculous powers like in the movies? Yeah?
そういうドラマティックな展開も憧れるね。
I'd relish such excitement if it arose. Wait,
さすがにあれはフィクションだろう。
that's all just fiction. Well, that depends. older tombs or ruins are actually equipped with like booby traps. So.
でも古代の遺跡にはまだ未発掘の魔法文化財が多く眠ってるっていうよな。
They do say ancient ruins still has a lot of undiscovered magical artifacts and stuff like that.
実際考古学というのは水で石をうがつような辛抱強さが必要な学問だ。
In reality, archaeology is a field of study that requires immense patience. More of a slow and steady sojourn than a race to some fabulous treasure.
私は将来我慢強い方ではないのだけれど。
I am not a patient fellow by nature.
デュークスの一件で嘆きの島に訪れ、自分の見ていた世界の狭さを思い知った。
That's a fair assessment, yeah. Visiting the island of Low during the whole Styx affair opened my eyes to how little of the world I'd seen.
それ以来、この世界にはまだまだ隠された。
Ever since then, I've been haunted.
眠ったままの美が数えきれないほどあるんじゃないかという考えに取りつかれているのさ。
That's true, but the thoughts of how much beauty remains dormant and undiscovered in our world. Fair.
私は今、その全てを暴きたい。この目で見てみたいという好奇心が抑えられない。
I wish to lay it all bare. I can hardly contain my curiosity. I burn to see it with my own eyes.
そうか。じゃあルークは進学も視野に入れつつ研究施設への研修志望ってことだな。
I get you. So you'll apply to a research institute with plans to go on to a university? ああ。
トレイ君、よくあのテンションのルーク君にフラットに返せるね。
Rook's hype train didn't phase you at all.
ただの慣れだよ。ルークは部活中もずっとこうだからな。
I'm experienced, he says. Yeah, he gets like this a lot during our club meetings.
ギャーギャーとうるせえな。騒ぐなら俺から離れた場所でやれよ。
Oh, hi. How many times has he been in this meeting, though? We know he's been, what, held back 2 or 3 times already? Are you loudmouth seriously still yapping? If you want to make noise, do it somewhere far away from me.
昼寝の邪魔だ。
Does he even need to go on an actual internship? Like, is there excuses to not go to one? Like, if they're already an inheritor to a like a business or like a social standing to some sort, does it matter? Like, idiot, he could just go to Styx again, and right? He's like, hey mom, hey dad, hey son. And he just gets A's all the way through? Like, is that possible, or are they forced to go elsewhere? I bet they're actually forced to go elsewhere. Cause then it could be a royal intern. Ah.
Chh. ギャーギャーとうるせえな。騒ぐなら俺昼寝の邪魔だ。
うわ、びっくりした。レ
Yeah,
オナ
that's what I
君
was
いつからそこに
saying.
いたの？
How long have you been there?
呆れた。仮にもオリエンテーション中に座席を一人で一列占領して横になってるなんて。
Unbelievable. You've taken up a whole row of seats during our orientation.
さすがはロワ・ドゥ・レオン。居眠りも堂々たる王者の風格だ。
As a majestical king, even when he naps.
こいつの態度は開き直りっていうのよ。
He's just trying to push people's buttons.
4年時の学外研修は必修科目。
Senior year internships are mandatory, you know? Yeah, but I've been in this meeting multiple times, so...
落とせば卒業できなくなるわ。少しは真面目に考えたらどう？
You won't be able to graduate if you flunk them. Here's a thought. What if you tried taking this a little seriously?
もう申し込みは済ませた。
I think it is. Yeah, I think my theory about them just going on to doing what they were going to do anyway, if they are like a lineage and their family's in charge of something. Yeah, my application's already done.
Eh?
Yep, because it kind of would be redundant or like waste of time for him to like contemplate others.
申し込みは済ませたって資料はさっきもらったばかりなのに。
Already, but we just got the paperwork.
クローリーの長話の間に全部目を通して研修先リストにあるアドレスから申請した。
I applied when Crowley was yammering on. There was a URL on our internship list.
何せ卒業がかかってる大事な研修だからな。
After all, these internships are real important for our graduation.
真面目な俺は早め早めの行動を心がけたってわけだ。
I don't know. I wanted to be super on the ball for this.
それにしたって決断が早すぎる。最初からどういうところにするか目星をつけてたのか？
Yep. You still made the decision awfully fast. Did you know where you wanted to apply from the start? Maybe. Maybe not.
ちなみにどこに申し込んだか聞いていい？
Where did you apply, if you don't mind me sharing?
夕焼けの草原にある工業エネルギー企業の研究所だ。
Huh? A mining and energy business in the Sunset Savannah?
驚いたな。レオナ君が地質学に興味があったとは。
Candace, yeah? I'm surprised to hear you have an interest in geology.
広大な国土を持つ夕焼けの草原には膨大な埋蔵資源が存在すると言われている。
The Sunset Savannah covers a vast territory and it's supposed to have an abundance of underground resources.
なるほどね。
Interesting.
そっか。レオナ君って夕焼けの草原の王子様なんだよね。
You're a prince there.
地元の役に立つこと考えてるんだ。偉すぎ。
Or he's trying to avoid his actual family. Are you looking for a way to serve your homeland?
地元の役に立とうだって。逆だ逆。
Serve my homeland? Please, it's the reverse.
逆？もしかして。
Wait, you're not serious?
たとえどれだけ使えなかろうが。
Doesn't matter if I'm useful or not.
自国の王子様に B 判定以下をつけるわけにはいかない。
Oh! There's no way an organization in my country would call their own prince incompetent, right? And there's no way an organization in his country would deny him the spot for the internship either, right? I mean, I get it, and it wouldn't matter anyway, regardless of what he chose, right? Because he's gonna end up in the royal courts to some degree.
第二王子なんてこんな時くらいしか得をしない肩書きなんだ。
Occasions like these are pretty much the only time being the spare is actually good for something.
せいぜい地元に俺の役に立ってもらうさ。
I'm gonna let my homeland serve me. Game is game.
ほら、教えてやったんだからとっとと散れ。
There you got what you wanted. Now scream. Oh,
ちょ、そんなんあり？ずる。
you could do that? No fair. Well, game is game. Power is power.
レオナはああいう言い方をしていたけど、
For all that Leona said.
工業エネルギー企業の研究所なんてごく一部の成績優秀者しか申し込み資格すらないはずだ。
Only a small fraction of students with really high grades qualify to apply for that mining and energy internship. Wow.
それが申し込めてるってことは、つまり。
So that's what he applied to.
マジで俺らには何の参考にもできない話ってことね。
Doesn't help us in the least.
レオナっていちいち路悪的な物言いをしなきゃいけない呪いにでもかかってるの？
You're so mean. Oh, is Leona under some sort of curse that obliges him to be snide every time he opens his mouth?
そんなところもロア・ドゥ・レオンらしいね。
For chances. That's just part of his charm. My kite! Oh no, maybe it's being a little stinky. Postponed return. How have you been today? I hope your day has been good.
他に話が聞けそうなのは。
Let's see, who else could we hit up?
いやいや、そこに見えるはロアディテーション部じゃないか。
Hello there!
僕なんかが同じ空間に存在してて、すいません。
sorry to like be in the same space as you. Oh no. And oh no, you've been so mean.
イデア君が生身で授業に参加してるの珍しいね。
Yeah, that's true.
オルトちゃんは
You're actually here in person. That's rare. Where's Orthy?
その、弟は
My brother, yeah, he's a freshman.
弟は1年生のクラスに編入したから特別な合同授業でもない限りは一緒に出ないよ。
Now that he's officially enrolled as a freshman, he can't come to class with me unless it's a special joint lesson.
そういえばうちの1年生たちが騒いでたな。ヒューマノイドの同級生ができたって。
I know the freshmen in my dorm were pretty surprised when a humanoid popped up in their class. Yeah, see, I kind of just assumed that he already went to school or was a freshman already, but he was just like an assistant, so.
あ、そう。で、何？ハーツラビルとポムフィオーレの陽キャ勢が揃って僕に何の用？
What does the Hearts of Yo Pomfiore extrovert squad want with me? I like how he's still using his.
魔導工学の若き天才と名高い君の研修先候補が気になってね。
We're curious what our famed technomantic engineering savant would be doing for an internship.
やはり工学系の研究施設かい？
I'm guessing you would apply to a research institute related to engineering? I don't know.
うわ、将来に関わる割とプライベートなネタに気軽に突っ込んでくるそのノリ。
He's still using it to talk to them. He's ridiculous. So you're just gonna casually pry into my very personal future plans?
拙者にはついていけませんわ。
Can't even.
無理に聞き出そうとは思ってないよ。気を悪くしないでくれ。
No need to get defensive. We're not forcing you to share anything. We're just asking.
なら最初から話しかけてくるなよ。
Then maybe don't talk to me in the
大
first
体
place.
このオリエンテーションだって僕は全く参加する意味ないんですけど。
No point in me being at this orientation anyway. Yeah, see, that's what. Yeah, I was thinking of Edie and Leona like the most, and kind of a Malleus and Silver. That all of them already know what they're doing after they graduate. So, what do they do during these internships?
本当に時間の無駄。
That's a complete waste of time.
それもこれも学園長が。
もう研修先から内定をもらっているからといって一人だけ特別扱いはしませんよ。
Just because you've already received an informal internship offer doesn't mean I'll give you a special exception. I was wondering.
とか言うか
Huh.
え、内定って
Got an offer? Of course he did.
オリエンテーションの間に申し込みを済ませたレンガよりも上がいたか。
I thought Leona was fast, but you've got him beat.
総合文化祭の時の研究発表の後、いくつかインターンの勧誘が来たんだよ。
That is not surprising. Yeah, I got a few internship offers after my research presentation at the cultural fair.
全
Actually,
部断るつもりだったんだけ
gonna
ど、
turn them all
ナイトレイ
down.
ブンカレッジの提携先企業もあったから
Ah,
そこから研修先を選んだってだけ。
one of them was a Night Raven College affiliate, so I just picked that one for my internship. Fair enough.
先方から声がかかってたならすでに内定が出ているのも納得ね。で、
Yeah?
どんなところにしたの？
So you've already been in contact with them. Who did you go
も
with?
しかして実家？
No, I don't think he would pick Styx for his internship. If he's already going that route to probably work there eventually, he's gonna go elsewhere, right?
まさか逆に実家にはしばらく帰ってくるなって言われてるよ。
They told me not to come home for a while.
僕が起こした事件は全て嘆きの島内部で決着がついたとはいえ、
Okay, so it was actually resolved internally in the Isle of
当
Woe.
然だけど
A lot of
いろんな
places
と
have
ころ
been
から責任を
hounding
追
them
及
to
され
take
てるみたいだ。
responsibility. Yep. Yep.
父親が
And by that I mean the director, my dad.
ナイトレイブンカレッジにステュークスが来た時の映像とか間近目でバズりまくったもんね。
Footage of Styx busting into Night Raven College has been making the rounds on Magic App.
活動の片鱗が漏れたところで
When turning a fraction of what Styx does leak.
この世界の大半の人々にとってステュークスが謎の組織であることに変わりはない。
That doesn't make Styx any less mysterious for most people.
だからこそマスメディアは躍起になって組織の全貌を暴こうとしてくる。
The press has gone into a feeding frenzy is trying to unearth all of its
世
secrets.
界の平和を守るため暗躍する正義の組織だとか
Some call it a heroic organization that protects the world from the
怪
shadows.
しい実験で平和を脅かす悪の組織だとかまあ言いたい放題ですわ
Others claim it's a sinister syndicate that endangers peace with diabolical experiments. They just make up whatever they want. This is sounding a lot like Umbrella, low-key. Whoops.
みんな暇かもっと他に取材すべきことあるでしょ
Don't they have anything better to do? Couldn't they cover some real stories? No. The speculation.
隠されると暴きたくなる人間の悪い性だな
When something's a secret, people want to know about it. That's just human nature, unfortunately.
だから偏僻なところにあって特別な時しか外野が入ってこられないこの学園は
This campus is on a remote island and only opens to outsiders on special occasions. You know what? I didn't really think about that.
事件の真犯人を隔離しておくにはちょうどいい
Which means it's perfect place for the mastermind of the incident to lie low.
まあ要は手のいい厄介払いっすわ
Oh. They're offloading a nuisance? No, not like this.
私にはご両親の深い愛情に思えるけれどね
I can sense the deep affection your parents must hold for you. I guess so, yeah, they probably do.
どうだか事件の後に戻ってきた両親にははちゃめちゃに怒られたし
They came down ultra hard on me when they got back after everything was over. And did they finally make you go see a therapist? Did they?
あんなに怒られたの8歳の頃ロボット掃除機を魔改造して
I don't think they've yelled at me that bad since I was 8. See, I took a robotic vacuum
魔導
cleaner.
ビーム砲搭載した追尾型ドローン作ってリビングをめちゃくちゃにした時以来
And tricked it out into a drone with a technomantic beam cannon that followed me around. Totally like wrecked the living room.
オルトの学園編入に協力してくれたのは感謝してるけどさ
I'm grateful they helped get Ortho enrolled here, but man.
イデアでもそんな風に親に怒られたことはあるんだな
So even you've gotten scolded by your parents, huh?
はそれどういう意味普通にあるよ
What are you implying? It happens pretty regularly, TBH.
ゲームのしすぎでゲーム機の電源コード隠されたりしたこともあるし
See, they might be absentee parents sometimes because they're busy, but they're also around enough to scold them for certain things. They've also done things like take away my power cables when I've been gaming too much.
マジでウケるイデア君ちって想像より親しみやすい感じだね
That's classic. Your family is much more relatable than I thought, you know. My family was the opposite, actually. They actually encourage escapism for me. You know? I don't know. A lot of parents don't want kids to, like, play video games. My mother was happy I did. Compared to what other people were doing and continue to do and other kids or other adults get into, right? Gaming is the least of the problems out there.
嘘でしょ実家は立地からした親しみやすさゼロですが
Oh, I don't. Considering where they're from, I'm pretty sure their relatability stats a plus zero.
でもオルトの編入やあんたの学外研修もご両親は好意的に後押ししてくれてるのよね
Nonetheless, your parents were supportive of Ortho enrolling here and of your own internship plans, were they not?
ああまあ接客業は向いてないからやめておけくらいは言われてるけど
I guess. I mean, at least they advised me not to go into the service industry. Said I'd be a bad fit.
それは今の状況とは関係ないあんた自身に対してのアドバイスでしょ
And that's advice I gave to you personally, regardless of the current circumstances.
で結局どこに研修に行くわけ
Yeah, so where are you going?
オリンポス社
Olympus Inc. The father company of his current company.
オリンポスって OS シェア率世界ナンバーワンを誇るサーチエンジン運営の
Olympus, as in the search engine company with the most popular OS in the world.
世界で一番就職難易度が高いっていう
The number one hardest company to get a job at.
うん英雄の国の本社でソフトウェアエンジニアをする予定
Yeah, I'll be working as a software engineer at their head office in Kingdom of Heroes. Whoa! So he's making a jump from the villain area to the hero area, Kingdom of Heroes. Ah, I so want to see that area. I want to see Royal Sword Academy. I want to see if they have the equivalent of the 7, like the actual 7 statues, right? And I want to see the Kingdom of Heroes.
やばすごすぎ
That is sick!
オリンポスの本社って社内にあるカフェが超おしゃれなんでしょいい
Olympus's head
な
office has an ultra chic cafe. I'm the jelliest. Right? That's like some people who work in some really high-tech, big tech companies or game developer places. Like, you know, big. The amount of insurances they get and the amount of accommodations and amenities they have in their building is kind of ridiculous. I read one that had a kitchen, a gym, a pool, had insurance for all of the above that you would ever need, and pet insurance. I was like, huh. I just have to, move across the United States? It's kind of looking nice. I don't know. I could live in the building if I needed to, low-key. Got a couch I could hide in.
いや、まだ行ったことないから知らんけど。ていうか拙者カフェとか行きませんし。
I don't know much about that. I haven't visited there yet, and I could never go to a cafe anyway. A lot of people in cafes don't want to talk to each other, actually, Edia. I used to do, like, college work a lot in different cafes. They just want their drinks, their tiny little nom-nom, and to be left alone.
うわやっぱみんなすごいなちょっと自信なくしちゃう
You guys are all so incredible. I actually feel kind of small in comparison. In there, too. Womp, womp. Da-da-ba-dum. A sharp surprise. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. I'm looking at something really cute. Oh. 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 Okay. Well, chat, we're gonna probably end here today. I know it's a little shorter than usual, but I have things and stuff to do before Monday because, actually tomorrow, I'm sorry, it's March the 1st. Always, shout out to those of you who watch me on YouTube as well. Oh, I have a lot of stuff over there if you need to catch up to any of my content. Remember that. Until next time, bye-bye! Oh, and hello to you, Meow Meow.